my channel. My name is Louise. If you're new here, my channel is mainly a haul every Saturday. I am currently doing Vlogmas, so I will be here every day of this month. And apart from that, I do like a couple of videos every now and again in between. I'm not committed to anything because after Vlogmas I'm usually knackered from this. This is hard work, you know. Hey, I'm just doing what I'm doing. Okay, so yesterday I'd mentioned about my feet being really bad, so I really didn't get much done. So I actually put my new insoles into my shoes today, and I'm hoping it's not just a fluke, you know, because some days you have worse than any other days anyway, and yesterday was a really high pain day. But I put the insoles in for the first time and I didn't have so much pain on the heel of my foot. I now have a little bit more pain in the arch, but that's because there's a high arch in the insole, so I've got to get used to it. But I think it's helped, so I'm a little bit excited about it. I'm trying not to get too excited just in case it was a fluke. But that was good. So that meant by the time I got home, I wasn't in as much pain. I had the most amazing sandwich, and I'm sorry, I was going to take a picture of it, but you know when you start eating and I just couldn't, it was so good. Oh, so I did pop into Asda on the way home because I wanted to pick up some orange juices. I found these. Now I'm sure these packets were bigger last time. I don't remember how much they are. I'm sure they were a good chunk higher before. These are really, really small. But they're 30p for 3, so 10p, and that's not bad. I was going to get like a big container of it because I've got a cold at the moment. Sorry if you're new here, I've got a cold, a cough and a cold, and I'm just trying to, you know, get rid of it as quickly as possible. I think I'm over the worst. I mean, I only had it really bad over the weekend and Monday really, but I think things are getting better. Well, I think we're on the other side of it. I don't get coughs and colds that often really, I don't think, and I get over them pretty quickly even if I do get them. So but I thought I'd get some vitamin C, and I do like my pure orange juice. I was going to get the big carton, which I can't remember, it's been a while since I bought them. They're like, I think like 40 something p, and it's I think a litre. Are they in that size? I'm totally guessing. I just remember the size. I'm totally guessing. It's been a while. I'm one of them people with pure orange juice that if I buy a big carton I'm going to drink the entire thing within an hour. If I can last a day with it, great. It's one of them, like, I just chug it. I don't know what it is about pure orange juice. Absolutely love it. But yeah, so I picked up 2 of these. I've got one for me, I've got one for Corey as well, because Corey's now sick. Yes, he did come in and say, thanks mum. What is it, caring and sharing? That's what they say. And it's that time of year, and let's face it, it's going to happen. Whilst I was there, I picked up a loaf of bread, because I didn't buy any bread on Saturday haul day. So I picked up an uncut loaf. I shouldn't do it, but I did. And all the way home I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have beans on toast, because it's always beans on toast or spaghetti on toast. Always crave that when I get home, or like on my way home. And then all of a sudden this thing popped in my head. I have been going nuts. I've been having the most massive salads. But when I say I've been having a massive salad, it's the salad bit that is like a huge bowl of that, and then a side of something to go with it. So it's not like I'm having massive amount of, I don't know, chicken and stuff like this. They're just the salad, like the leaves, the tomatoes, you know, the actual bits that aren't high in calories. There's me trying to justify being a pig, but if you're going to be a pig, it's better to be a pig with salad than it is to be a pig with chocolate, for instance. So I'm good with that. And I'm nearly through my packet of spinach that I bought on Saturday. I have never completed an entire thing of spinach before it starts going off. So I'm really excited that I'm clearly getting some goodness in me. See, that's what helps. I've always said spinach can always feel the difference. Yeah, so that was my morning. I had, the sandwich. So I had uncut bread, butter, load of spinach, romaine lettuce, and I've never combined the two. Don't know why. In a sandwich I would always have just spinach or just lettuce, but I've had both. Tomatoes, I had I know it's going to trigger some people, don't like it when you say veggie and then chicken in the same sentence, but it's a veggie chicken patty. I only say it like that so you know what I mean. Breadcrumbs one with brown sauce, and it was absolute heaven. It was so good. Oh, I really wish I'd taken a picture, but then it would have, yeah, it would have been the same, wouldn't it? But anyway, so that was my morning. I went and I've been playing with the dogs for a while, and then Chip kept looking upstairs, so we wanted to cuddle in bed. So I laid, alright, you know, it's an excuse to go and lay in bed, but I do need to get off my feet a little bit as well sometimes, so it's not a bad thing to do that. So yeah, that's been my morning. It is about 3-ish now. I'm about to start getting dinner on, because I usually eat somewhere between, I guess, it could be anywhere between 2:30 and 5, just depends on the day. That's when I would eat normally, because I go to bed early, getting up at like 3:45, I go to bed earlier, so I don't want to be eating straight before I go to sleep. Me and Corey had a chat this morning, and he clearly wants to get the decorations up now. He's ready to go. So I said to him I was going to clean the corner of the room, which I'm sort of nearly there. I'll show you in a minute. I'm sort of nearly there with that. And then I was going to get the Christmas tree out, and I said I'll get the Christmas tree up. I won't decorate, I'll just get the Christmas tree up. And I was going to record all of that today, but the weather has been disgusting. I've been in and out of the garden shed, getting a little bit wet, and the other one's in out the front of the house shed, which means you sort of got to go out a little bit more, because you can't go in it because it's too small. But all my Christmas decorations are in there, and I kept thinking, okay, it's not that bad, it'll ease off, I'll just wait a bit. No, it's gotten worse. Not sure if there's a storm coming. I've heard something about a storm, but I don't know if that was this country or a different country, because I don't watch news, I don't watch TV, I don't get involved in any of that. It's all rubbish, and it's not good for your mental health, so I don't get involved in it. So I don't know if the storm's coming, because the wind keeps really picking up. Yeah, that was a really long story. So I don't actually know if I'm going to record putting the tree up today. It's definitely coming, it's definitely coming. I'm getting really close. I'll show you in the living room in a minute. But oh yeah, so those of you that know that you've been here for a while, do you remember the pasta bakes? And for you that don't know, Corey always has 2 of these in the weekly shop. He would eat 2 of these in the weekly shop every week, and then they went on a deal to, I can't remember what the original prices of these were now. I'm feeling like 60p-ish. It's been so long since I've had to buy them. So they went down to 5p, so I went absolutely nuts, and I didn't get it all in one go. I gave other people a chance to get a good deal as well. I got a load of them, and then another day I got a load of them. And it ended up, I think it was like up in the 90s, about 90 something of them. Anyway, I'm making pasta bake for dinner tonight. But as soon as I bought them, he's suddenly not gone nuts for them so much. So look, how many I've got left. Can you see this? So I've counted all of these, including the one, oh, I've got that one out there. Okay, so including the one that I'm going to eat tonight, there's actually 70 there. And I bought this way earlier in the year. I'll try to find the actual video of the first one, and I'll link it above. I say try because I know what memory like, I probably forget. So yeah, we got 70 of them still. We're good for tuna pasta bakes for a while. But I'm going to make one today. And I'm going to show you it, because you've never actually seen me make it. We have our own little tweak on it, because we did used to buy a brand one. It was just one of them, you know, we couldn't find the brand one at the time, so we found an alternative, and it was just as good, so Corey would eat that all the time. I don't tend to have pasta so much. I don't really have pasta as a meal. I'd have it more as like a side normally. And I was going to do a big salad with tonight's one, but then I actually thought, you know what, I think I fancy just a bowl of pasta, which is really weird for me, but yeah, so we're going to make this. I'm just going to sort my bits out, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I hope you can see everything. I'm going to make the pasta now. So the pasta's actually boiling in here slowly. It's not far off being done. Now, we've been making this stuff for so long, we don't actually stick to the recipe, but I will tell you as we go along. This is the bit I do stick to though, the milk. I always measure the right amount of milk out, because it always works just perfect for everything. So this is actually 325 mils of milk, and we just put a little bit in, and then we put all the powder in. I will look at the instructions that I've just torn, of course. I was going to say, I'll look at the instructions to give you the numbers, but like somebody's mentioned, they've not actually seen this anymore, so that might be why they were reduced. And then we're just going to mix all the powder in to the milk. We've got no heat on this yet. We're not ready to go on the heat. We want to get like a paste going with this. So we've got a good paste going in there. And then we're just going to add the milk a bit at a time. It's just to get it all mixed in properly. If you just dumped like the powder straight into the entire thing of milk, you'd end up with like little pockets of the powder, and it just wouldn't mix in so good. So even though this bit's like, it's a little bit tedious, I mean it doesn't take long, it is worth doing this bit. So even though I don't know if you can actually get the Asda's tuna bake, they do another one which, like I said, it's been a long time since I bought it, so I don't actually remember the make. But there is other tuna bakes, and they're pretty much made the same and taste the same, so. Like I said, I've been doing this a long time, so I pretty much know when to add loads, and not at the beginning. It would be like I'd add a little tiny bit at a time and it would take ages. So now we're going to whack the heat on, and then we're going to stir and stir, and then it will go one. It's one of them where you're mixing it and you're thinking, okay, this is like liquid, and it just keeps going and keeps going. And then all of a sudden it will just start thickening like really, really quick. And you do need to keep just moving it around a bit. So it's just starting to thicken now. And this bit is sort of really, you just get it to the texture you like. I mean, it's not going to thicken that much, but it's like, it's going to have a good coat, like it will coat your pasta well. I'm sure there's very precise instructions, but this is just the way I do it. Right, so that's done. So actually in the make one, they usually put tomato puree. In this one, there isn't any tomato puree, but Corey likes it. So I just do, again, I don't measure anything on this bit. I just put a glug of it in there. Give it a little bit of a mix in. Right, so the pasta's actually cooked, so I'm going to go and drain that. Also got 1 can of tuna, which I've already forked through and checked, just because, you know, sometimes you'll get a bone. I mean, very, very rarely, but I don't know, I'm paranoid about things like that. And this is the cheap one. As you saw, there's pretty good stuff. Like, it's not all rubbish coming out. I don't know if you saw if I was in the way. Give that a little bit of mix in. And then the pasta. I never judge the pasta right, I'm rubbish at it. Corey usually puts the pasta in the pan and I just finish everything off whilst he's doing other bits, or he does it, whatever. But I don't usually do the pasta bit. It will get used though. Is it weird that I like that sound? I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know why. I think because it sounds like it's juicy, like it's not going to be a dry pasta. Right, that's what I'm going to put in there. So you haven't missed anything. I've literally shoved it in bowls. That's mine, that's Corey's. And the next bit we do is we crush the crisps up. My favourite crisps. This is mainly what we buy them for, but I do love these crisps. And then we just sprinkle them over the top. They're 18-gram bags, so they're not that big. But I don't really care, I just do it to our taste. I know how much we like on ours, so it's just, you'll get, you know, it's personal tasting, isn't it? And then, grated cheese already. It's just a standard cheese. Pour that over the top. I'll do exactly the same Corey's. So I will put the crisps on Corey's and the cheese, but I won't actually grill his, because this is going to go under the grill now, but I won't grill his. I'll just leave his with the crisps and the cheese on it in the grill bit when it's all cooled down. And then when Corey gets up and he's ready for his food, he'll grill it, because then he gets that nice, you know, cheese when it's been grilled and left, it starts to go hard and it's just not so nice. It's a nicer texture if he does it that way. So Corey's will be prepped and just left in the oven. He'll probably eat that before work, or if he doesn't want it, he'll put it in the fridge and just do it in the morning. But that will definitely get in, because this is like, he loves this meal. So that is it. I will put this under the grill and then show you what it looks like when it's done. That's actually under the grill still, and I thought I'd just quickly show you, because I'll forget if I don't do it. I was going to show you where we're at in the living room. It actually looks worse than I thought it did. It isn't that bad, it just looks worse than it is, because like, as you can see, it's what, just gone 5. So once that's grilled, I'll show you that. I'm going to eat that, we'll do the calendars, and then I'm going to have to edit and get up. It is what it is. I did have intentions of doing things, but the weather stopped me from going out there, because I really don't want to get soaked. So right now, this is just clean washing that I just humped, because it was come out and tumble dried. It was really cold and I weren't sure if it was wet or not, so I just left it there to get to room temperature, which is good. So I'm just going to take that up. That's got to go in the shed. That I think is Christmas presents, actually. Yeah, I think it is. I've got so many bags like that upstairs, it's ridiculous. And I'm going to pull the table out and the chairs, because this doesn't get used that often. So I want to pull it all out and, you know, hoover all the floor and all up the, you know, see if there's any cobwebs floating around and stuff. Oh, look. I didn't show you that. I started that months ago now, I think. It's supposed to end up going all the way along the wall. It's like leaves and stuff, but I don't know how I feel about it. So it's just going to stay like that for a while. You know what I'm like with decorating. Yeah, so I'm going to put all that, clean all of that, hopefully tonight. So then this area is prepped. This is our good area right now. But I thought if we do that, because the tree's going to go there, then I can work on the rest. Otherwise, I'm never going to get anything done. So that's it at the moment. Do you want to go out for a wee wee, Dal? Do you want a wee wee? It's wet out there. Is it not? I hear it. Told ya. Don't want one now? You going to hold on to it? Okay. You had the option. Okay, this is just just empty bags. I had intentions, I've got pack some bits up. Christmas present again, the hoover's just there because I'm ready to go with that. That's actually an old hoover, which I've cleaned the entire thing out. I put it up there so it didn't get dirty. I've still got the filters out. I'm just cleaning the filters, and then that's what the bags are for. I'm going to bag them up and put in a box in the shed, because I have my new hoover. It's not that new anymore, but that's what I'm going to use. We just got some random bits floating around, so I just need to sort these bits out. That's where the calendar gets stored in between at the moment, so I've got to find a home for that. And the cardboard I've kept, because I'm going to do that thing where I'm going to put the foil in it behind the radiator. So everything has, it's not terrible in here. Bear in mind, remember I always said we never used it, and I did get all that stuff out of the shed, so that's why we've got to build up a crap in here. This is my famous trolley that I do my shopping in, and again, this is came out the tumble dryer, and I was just making sure it was dry. So I've just got to sort these few little bits out. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not great. I mean, I'm not embarrassed because I don't care. Like, this is what happens. This sort of stuff happens. So, you know, I'm not like massively house proud. It is what it is, and I do what I can do when I can do it, and it's just, that's it. I don't care. Like, I should. Maybe I should. I don't know. Should I? I don't know. Anyway, that's where we're at. So I'm going to hope that I can just get this corner clean. I just want to pull it out, hoover it. So I'm going to wait until Corey wakes up. He always says it won't wake him up, but when he's going to check on the pasta, light's going to change, okay? Yeah, so I want to hoover that, pull it out, hoover it, and then I'll mop the whole area so that we'll be ready to go. Oh, and yeah, we'll be ready to go for the Christmas tree. Hopefully it won't be raining when I get back from work, and I'll just get it out straight away and won't even think about it. I'll put all the Christmas stuff out, and even if it just sits on the floor, at least it's out and we can start working on it. It might help to make me feel Christmassy. At the moment, this is my only Christmas decorations. Oh, you can't really see them very well. That's the lights I bought the other day. It's actually snowflakes. I will try and record it with my camera, my phone camera, because it's way better than this one, I think. But that's it at the moment. Let me grab the pasta out because it's hot. I need 2 hands. Set you up properly. I'll show you what that looks like, and then I'm going to eat that, and we'll do the calendar. Oh, should I? Yeah, because I'm going to eat while it's hot. It'd be nicer that way. And then we'll do the calendar, and then I'm going to have to get editing because it is now. Oh, it's nearly 5 o'clock. I thought it was 5 o'clock when we was in there. Oh no, that was like a couple of minutes ago, wasn't it? Seriously, I don't make this stuff up. Oh god. Okay, dinner is served. So that is it. That is the finished result. And it smells very nice. But grilled cheese always smells nice, doesn't it? So that is my dinner for tonight, tuna pasta bake. I am probably going to take a picture and put it on my Instagram. So if you've not looked at my Instagram and you fancy popping along, look at the link down below and you'll see it. Oh, just while I remember, because I've done it a while ago, I've actually set up Instagram for the dogs as well. So Chip and Dale have an Instagram. I have not been active on it since I set it up. I had all these good intentions, but I haven't really been able to get any pictures of them yet. So there's only 1 picture on it at the moment, but Blossom, we had intentions on the weekend. We was going to take the dogs out. We was going to take them to, her dog and my dogs out to like the forest or something and try and take some pictures and stuff, but the weather wasn't right for it, and my foot and stuff, and you know, being sick and stuff, so we didn't actually do it. So we do have intentions, and you know, they're gonna have Christmas outfits on and stuff, and because they're actually doing that thing again that I mentioned the other day with the shaking, so I am going to have to put their little pajama jacket thingies that I've got just to see if it helps or not, because I'm not actually cold. So anyway, I'm rambling on. I'm going to go and eat this, and then we will do calendars. I need to figure my lighting out. Always better back here, isn't it? Further away, that's what it is. 777. I found it. I do this every time. I look for it, find it, opened it, even opened it. I feel like they stick me in. You just assume that it would just slide out. We have the bluey purpley one. Does it say the colour? No, see, it looks purple on there. So we're going purple. This is purple apparently. Yep, smells nice. My sense of smell's coming back. Woohoo! Right, we haven't read this one, have we? I don't think we have. Okay, so it's called Fairy Dust. A sweet woody floral fragrance combining fresh green top notes of coriander and lemon, supported by a heart of freesia, delicate rose petals, violet blooms and exotic jasmine, resting on a base of precious woods, amber, tonka and a delicate touch of raspberry. It's really not surprising that I couldn't guess these, isn't it? Lighting another one. It helps if it's unlocked, of course. I really should do candles more often. See, maybe when I sort out the living room, maybe I'll do candle in the living room. Get all cosy in the evenings. That's what I need to do. We're on the end. We've done a whole row already. Whoa. Okay, it's a large one. Dusty. Corey, oh Corey, he wanted to taste test as well. I mean, he's sick as well. We both got it. Whatever. We're family. We're germs. Who cares? And he started to try them all. He really enjoyed yesterday's one. He's really excited about it. Now he's like, he can't wait when the next one's coming up. So this one is Brazilian style. Ooh, wow. I thought I was really good at English, but I can't read this one either. Okay, let me show you and then I'll sort of guess. Oh, don't like, is it going to focus in? There you go. Can you read that? Caparina, Brazilian style Caparina maybe? I don't know if that's right. I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. Wow. Smells like all the other ones. You know, the longer ones we've had. We've had the orangey one and then there was a blue one, and they smell exactly the same. Sweet. And it's got that sharp bit to make it your jaw. But I honestly couldn't tell you. possibly a lemon. I would probably guess a lemon apart from anything else. Don't know. Now that sort of thing Corey doesn't like. Be interesting to see. I'd love to get him on camera, but he won't. He's not got an interest. I'm not going to force him to if he don't want to. Corey will only ever be that voice in the air if he's around. And now, ready? It's a heart. I like the heart because it's a good one for dunking. That's it. Calendar's done for another day. So hopefully tomorrow I can get the Christmas tree up, but I'm not saying it's definitely going to go up because I know what I'm like, and I don't know what pain levels are going to be from day to day. You know, it's winter. Fibro is known to flare in the winter. That's why people have actually been known to leave the country and move to warmer countries for the condition, because it's actually known for it. Hopefully, it's going to be another good day. When I say good day, I don't mean pain-free. I just mean bearable. And we can get the tree up. I think... I'm going to just think a little, what little things can I achieve? If I can just get the base of the tree, the actual tree up and, you know, all the branches out, if I can achieve that by tomorrow, the end of tomorrow, that would be awesome. That would be, like, you know, I'm way further along than I am. I'm going to clean that area tonight before I go to bed. Yeah? That is my life. Small, what do you call them? Achievements. Small things. Number 7 is done, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.